Hello Odoo users and welcome to our channel. In this tutorial we will see about practical process of dynamic export records from Odoo to your FTP server. So let's get started. So this is the application that you will download from the Odoo App Store, and further we will see the process. Here you can export your modules from Odoo to your server in SFTP or FTP as per your convenience. So now we will see the process. Here is the setup of the server, which is the first step. Next is how to do the dynamically export of your modules. So first of all, we will see how the server is set up. Let's open this. Here you can set up your server if you are using FTP. This is the process. You will mention the name, URL, username, password, port, and the company, and click over here. After checking the connection, it will be connected if the things seems fine. Next is SFTP syncing. The process is similar. You will mention all these details over here, check connection, and the connection will be done. And this is how the process can be set up. Which is next is the log details, which I'll show you at the end how the logs will be seen while we do the process of export. Next is export process. So now whenever we want to dynamically export any of our modules, we have two things that we will understand. First of all, the configuration of the particular module, and next is configuration of the main table and the sub table. So whenever we create a new configuration, first of all we will name it. Currently I'm exporting my sales order, so I've given the same name. Next is the model name. So whatever module I want to export, I will mention it. Here in the drop down menu there are a lot of modules of Odoo which will be presented. You can select any one of them and the same record will be exported. So here orders record will be exported. Next is the main table. So we will understand what is main table and sub table. Main table equals to the models in the Odoo like sale order. So say suppose we are exporting something from the sale order, so it is considered as the main table. And next is sub table. It is also model like sale order, but it will be considering the internal details of your main table, and it will be mapped with one to many relationship fields like sale order line. So say suppose in your sale order there are fields like display name, customer, fiscal position, transfers, and something are considered as under the main table, but in order lines there are sale order lines as well, which will be considered as the sub table for the relational field, and here will be mentioned the same. So we will see both of them. So currently this sale order is considered as the main table, so we have checked this box, and here next is the filter. So here we will mention the filters. So say suppose along with all the fields that are mapped with the Odoo fields, we have other filters that we have mentioned that we want the particular customer, company, or person to be exported. So we will mention them like this. So in case if you want to add any of the other details, you can click over here, add the new rule while you want to export. So say suppose I'm adding one more salesperson name as well, so I want to export all this field which is present in the particular customer, and also I want the details of this customer, this particular company, and this particular salesman. You can delete the rules from here as well, and you can also add the branch to the particular rules like this. So this is how the records will be seen, and all the records which will match this will be presented over here. So currently there are 19 such records, as you can see. Next is entering the file name. So I will mention the name of the file, a preferred file name for the export. Next is your export file type. So there are three types which we are supporting, which is CSV, Excel, and TSV. Currently for the particular process of export right now, we are using TSV. Next is the server type. So two server types as we discussed before. You can select any one of them. The system name will be seen over here as per you select the server. Next is the file path. So wherever we want to see our files of export, we'll mention the same file path. So in our server, I want my file path as this one. So in my server, I have export and I have EDI export. So I have mentioned the file path, and all my files will be seen over here. So that is my file path as I mentioned, which is this one, API endpoint. So API endpoint is something that a unique API value that you want to use to generate this export file, and it should be unique for every export that you do from the mapping table. So I will explain this in detail in your next part of the video, but currently yes, this should be unique whenever you export it. Now next is the mapping of the fields. So these fields will be mapped with our Odoo fields. So here are all the fields that we have mentioned from the sale order, display name, customer name. For the customer name, we have many to one search field name, which is email contact, which should be also a something that is important. Whenever you want to enter any many to one fields, you can enter it over here. The next is fiscal position, order lines. In order lines, we have sales order line, which is considered as a subtable. And now as you go to the subtable, the main table field will not be selected. And next is the filter. So here also we have given the details to add the filter. So you can add the filter from here as well. As we saw before, you can add the rules like this. You can delete it as per the requirements. So the details, whenever we are exporting, the particular product will also be considered while we export it, along with the details of these three filters. So these three filters and this particular product, all the things will be considered while the export is taking place. In the fields over here as well, you can see product, unit price, subtotal, and discount, which is considered as the sale order line, which will be exported. And in the product, we have considered internal reference as it is the product variant to export it. So this is the details of our subtable under the main table. Next is the required field. So whenever we mention any of the or say any of the checkbox over here, so whenever the export takes place, fiscal position should be set up in all the filters that we have mentioned. Otherwise, the export might not take place, or say it will generate any error. Next is the operational fields. So these are the fields which we have mentioned over here are which are not from the Odoo fields. So these are considered as the Odoo fields, but these are the operational fields which we have configured over here, which are different from your Odoo fields. So whenever we are adding any of the operation fields, say suppose I want to have one column along with this export, which is named as total column, total custom. So name of the column should be this one, and I want to add or multiply taxes and the untaxed amount. I want to also say add the payment transaction amount along with it. I want to edit and mention it in this column, so I will do it. I can select the fields as many as I want from the drop down, and here I can check the operation. It can be addition or multiplication. Currently we have given two options. Whenever we add the fields over here, the the numbers, say the numerical digit of all these things, that is taxes, untaxed amount, payment transaction amount, will be mentioned in this particular column named total custom, and it will be presented over here. And I can also drag down, say suppose I'm mentioning this field over here, it will be in the same position when the file will be exported. So first three will be this, next will be my operational field, that is total custom, and then the other three columns. So this is how the file will be exported when we do it. So let's save it and see how the export will take place over here. So let me save it now. And now for the export of the transaction, let's create one of the transaction in our, let's duplicate it to create the process faster. We'll make some changes in quantities and let's save it. And let's make one more sale order so we can get multiple options to check. So we have created two of them. Now we will see how the process will take place. So let's go to the export. Here the transaction will be seen over here. So first of all, we will go and see how the scheduler action will run. So there are two scheduler action that will be performed. First is preparation of the file. When the file will be prepared for the export, it will be seen over here. So it will be in the draft state. So let's check that. Let's run it manually. Otherwise, it is automated process. You can execute it as per the days or time or minutes that you mention over here and the execution date. So currently we are running it manually to show you. Now when the manual process is done, you can see the file that is in the draft state over here. It will be seen like this, and here you can also go on and check the file. The generated file can be downloaded from here as well. Now next is whenever we are running this process with a second scheduler action, that is auto process transaction, when we run it manually again. So two scheduler action, first is the preparation of file and second is the process of export. So when we click over here, your file will be exported to the particular server. Now let's refresh and check. Now it is in the done state. It is perfectly exported. The exported file can be downloaded as well like this, and you can check them. The two sale orders are mentioned over here. If you open it, as you can see, the total custom column is coming over here after fiscal position, which we have set up over here. After fiscal position, we have this one new column of total custom, which we just saw, and the other details like this. So this is how the process of export of sale orders has taken place. Now I will show you the log details when the export is performed. The log details are seen something like this. That file are successfully uploaded to FTP local system. The details, if there will be any faulty details, will be seen over here. Otherwise, the operation log details will be seen here like this. You can check them. And I'll also show you the file in your server. So here, let's go to the DI export. Here I'll search my file. For that, I will go to the export transaction and copy this file name. When we click over there, we go to the server and paste it. So as you can see, this is the file that we have exported. You can see it from here. We double click and see the same, and the file will be seen over here. So this is how the export process takes place, and you can see all the details. Feel free to let us know if you face any issues while you configure it or do it for your store. Our team will be there to help you out. You can also write back to us at sales@vraja technologies.com. Thank you.